What's up everybody, Madcap here, and welcome back to StarCraft Remastered. So we have actually finished the Terran campaign in its entirety, so that is all done. And as you can see down here, episode 2, we're moving on with the Zerg campaign. So let's get nasty, shall we? Zerg campaign Overmind. The swarms have crushed the meager human resistance and laid waste to 9 of the 13 Terran worlds. Looks pleasant. Shortly after the fall of the Terran capital world of Tarsonis, the main Protoss fleet abandoned the Terran sector. As they probably should. Why fight for the Terran? They're just a bunch of dumb humans after all. Now, efforts continue on Tarsonis to weed out the remaining Protoss forces. Among the ruins, Confederate capital world of Tarsonis. A lovely place.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the swarm, and that you have been created to serve me. Behold that I shall set you amongst the greatest of my cerebrates, that you might benefit from their wisdom and experience. Yet your purpose is unique. While they carry forth my will to the innumerable broods, you have but one charge entrusted to your care.
That sounds easy.
For I have found a creature that may yet become the greatest of my agents. Even now, it resides within a protective chrysalis, awaiting its rebirth into the swarm.
Oh.
You must watch over the chrysalis and ensure that no harm comes to the creature within it. Go now, and keep safe my prize.
Yes, sir. I can do that, Mr. Giant Floating Eyeball. Alright, so yeah, you can see everything's changed. That's what I like about this game. They don't keep the same menus, like everything's different for each race. It all has a unique feel to it. So this is going to feel completely different from the Terran campaign, basically. Nice glowing crystal here, looks all cool. What are we supposed to do? Create a spawning pool, easy. Create a Hydral's den, done and done. Protect the chrysalis, right. This all sounds pretty straightforward. I can handle this, right?
The hatchery is the heart of any Zerg colony.
Hi,
It
Daggett.
spontaneously generates larvae, which in turn are used to spawn your various warriors and minions. Now, create a drone and start gathering resources.
Great. Can do. Using the select larva button at the hatchery can make it easier to select the larvae. Yeah, so basically the way I almost said the Hydralisk work. The way the Zerg work is that these little guys are what creates the units for them. And when you use one, you use it up basically. You can only have 3 at a time. And then the hatchery, or whatever it happens to be at the time when you upgrade it to the hive, whatever, it spawns more of these as time goes on. And you have to protect this as it's spawning, because these can be killed. They're very difficult to kill, but they can be killed. So that's how you make the Zerg work. You can already see we have some drones here. And we have a drone set. Good for me. Moving along here. So you can select...
Overlords provide control for your minions. As your forces grow in number, you must hatch more overlords to control them. You have enough minerals. Select a larva and mutate it into an overlord.
You got it, Daggett. Yeah, overlords are basically the supply depots of the Zerg. So these guys are what give you your psi points, and they're also what provide sight, and they can see cloaked units, so it's also your detector. And they're mobile, so they can move around. They're really slow, and they sound like horse cows. So yeah, exciting stuff for the Zerg. You can do all kinds of crazy things. And you got your little Zerglings right here. Hey, little buddy, how's it going? I haven't decided how I want to do the Zerg voices, because they're not obviously as exciting as the Terran. They just squawk and squeal a bunch. I might do the Zergling just for fun. Well, maybe I'll do the Overlord once this guy spawns. As soon as he spawns, he's going to start talking, I'm sure, again. Mr. Daggett. Telling me to do something else.
To create new warrior strains, you must generate the various hive structures. The drones themselves mutate into these structures. Yet be careful. Never use your last drone to make a building.
Unless that
Now,
building is
order
one of
your
these guys.
drone to become a spawning pool.
I will.
You'll notice that structures can only implant themselves upon the creep.
There's a lot to learn with the Zerg. So, yes,
You can make creep colonies to extend the creep, but only a hatchery can be built upon open ground.
Alright, so yeah, basically, the drones also serve the same purpose as what your SCV does building buildings. So, basically you go to mutation, and this is where you select your buildings from. And he was talking about the creep. The creep is this purple stuff, and that is essentially the groundwork of the Zerg. So, like, it was saying, I guess it's not a he, like it was saying you can only build on the creep. If you go over here and try to build something off, you can't do it. You must build on creep, as you can see. There's certain other perks, like you move faster on the creep. I think that's the thing in StarCraft 1, if I remember correctly, as well. I'm going to keep harvesting for a second, just to do the Overlord voice, and just see what happens. I might just do them all at once in the end or something. I don't know. We'll see if it's even that interesting for the Zerg. Yeah. That's about it. You got that one. So, it's not all that exciting. The Zergling might not even have any either, so yeah, we'll just leave that alone for now. Let's go ahead and take you. They wanted me to, what, make a spawning pool, I think? Spawning pool! Do it here. Man, can't wait to see all the Zerg buildings with the new graphics. Wow, I get to do that all over again, too. Let's go ahead and take a look, shall we? Let's F5 this shit and see. Ah, classic Zerg. New Zerg. Classic Zerg. New Zerg. Look at this shit. This is amazing. The drones pretty much look the same. They're just higher definition, I guess. The Zergling actually have features. They got little arms now. Oh, man. It's got a sphincter now. Never noticed that before. The things I didn't really want to notice, I guess. Great. Overlords have their tiny little heads there. No, you can't even notice that barely. This little weird undulating, I don't even know what to call it, trunk, I guess. Huh. Man, this looks all cool. The beacon. Very nice. What else? I was supposed to do Hydralisk, right? Do I need to build anything else, or can I just build Hydra? Well, Hydra's... I guess I should build some more drones first. See, the hard thing with the Zerg is you need to...
Greetings, I am Zaz. I too am a cerebrate of the Overmind. I have located a small band of Terrans who could threaten the Chrysalis and the Hive cluster. You must not allow them to leave here alive.
Our forces are under
You son of a bitch. I couldn't even hear those guys attacking me. I just happened to notice my Overlord running away. That guy was talking over an important attack notification. So yeah, that's interesting too with the Zerg extractor. You, like with the Terran SCV, you build the extractor, and then that SCV goes in and starts mining. And then you build 2 more SCVs, and they keep mining. With the Zerg, your drones die, essentially. So you have to build more guys to go inside the extractor at that point. So that's important to remember. Otherwise, you're not going to have anybody mining, because he's dead. He's gone. I think I need 1 more for this to get 4. Let me put you guys on some minerals, since I don't really have all that many going. And yeah, you can see if you build too fast, you can't build very much, because you're limited by how many larvae you have out at one time. So you gotta plan ahead for that as well. If you don't have any larvae, guess what? You can't build nothing! So yeah, you can be sweet. Just gonna get a little bit more going here. Get at least 5 guys on minerals, and keep the steady 4 going here. And once we get our larva, I can probably build a Hydralisk den by now. I don't actually know if they want me to do that immediately. I'm just gonna do it because I already know what to do. I could probably do this right now too, but I don't know if I'm supposed to yet. I'll wait for them to explain everything. I'll be a good little boy and wait. Hydralisk den. Go. Because it told me to build a Hydralisk den, but they're not telling me how to do that, so I'm assuming that's where they kind of let the reins go a little bit and let you build whatever you want. Because you've already been learned. You've already learned all you're supposed to. I'm building a couple more overlords here because I've only got 2 more psi points. I can't be able to build any Hydralist at all without psi points. I could just scout with these guys. The good thing about the Zerg is you can build real quick troops. Like, super fast. Hydra movement, Hydra range. I'd probably prefer range at this point. By the time range is done, I'll probably be able to get movement anyway, so... no big deal. You guys just kind of go around here. Here, okay. Go, Zergling, go! Sweet. I kind of hope they tell me about this soon. I hope? Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and grab us some Hydra so that they're getting ready while this is evolving. Really need this, but I guess it can't hurt either. 100, 100. I need to save money for the next upgrade. And my next set of Hydras. Let's move Hydras up here. Why not? I'm tempted just to send a bunch of guys up and just deal with it and finish them off quick. Because there's not a whole lot to do on this level, it's just a tutorial level. Still got all my Zergling. The other cool thing about the Zerg, which can kind of suck in a way, depending on how you look at it, is, there we go. Your units heal themselves over time. So if you watch this, 33, and then 34. So what, every 2 or 3 seconds it's going up a health point? So that can be great. Even these, your buildings go up. 296, 297, 298. So yeah, it's pretty quick. So that's nice. I'm sure my Overlord's already gone back to full health by now. Whoever got damaged before. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to worry about healing your units. If you don't get attacked for a while, well, your buildings will all just heal up over time. But the downfall of that is you don't have any control over that. So if you need to heal something immediately, you can. You're just stuck with the way it goes. I mean, there are ways to do it, but that's later. It's not as easy as sending an SCV along to repair your battleship the whole way, and, you know, keeping it alive that way. This will give me, what, 6 Hydras? Yeah, 6 isn't bad. And then we'll be fully upgraded. Do another set here.
Evolution complete.
Evolution complete.
Evolution complete.
Evolve Burrow. Why not? They're probably gonna never tell me about Burrow, right? I wouldn't imagine.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Take him out. So we lost a Zergling. That's not too bad. How much more do I need? 75, 75, that's 150. And 200, 225? Let's see if we can get through the Zergling while we're waiting. Oh, there you go, there's the Zergling. Very uninteresting. Very, very uninteresting. Okay, Hydras are coming. Evolution complete. Alright, we can get through the Hydras while we're waiting too here. Yep, Hydras only have 1 too. So, looks like they each basically have 1 separate phrase. Oh, I see you, Mr. Marine. Walking all around, all think you're clever. There's 3 more? No, I need 2. Come on, just get 12 and 12. Basically. And then just send them all up there. So I need 3 more for that. Which, they're on their way. Oh wait, no, I only need 2 more. Oops! And here's something you can watch too. If you cancel this, boop! There you go. So you can't cancel your units and it pops all happily. Wait, I did need that, didn't I? I swear to God I didn't need that. Whatever. I must have counted way wrong then. I thought I only needed 2 more. Okay, well, we need 1 more Zergling. Or one more Zergling spawn, rather. Okay, we are done with Hydras. We have our upgrades. And once the Zergling's done here... There you go. I don't think I've shown that off yet. You get, for 1 Zergling, you get 2, which is a great way to get overwhelming odds pretty quickly. So I'm just going to set these to 1 and 2, and we're just going to send them into their ultimate demise. Zergling are faster, so let's just go ahead and attack move the Hydras first. See which way they decide to go. I don't even know which way is the best way here. Just have the Zerglings, I'll control the Zerglings around and just let the Hydras do whatever the hell they want, basically. They get to start with Goliaths? Really? Holy shit. Was not expecting that. Get over here and destroy this guy. Yeah, they're Hydras, they can handle it. Hydras are tough cookies, right? Is somebody attacking me? Oh, there is. Fucking Goliath. I didn't even see you there. And basically what I'm going to do is set these guys to attack move, and then we're going to go over here, build up some more Hydras, while we're dying, and then set these guys up. Easy breezy. Firebats are really good against Zerg, though. They're good at burn and fleshy stuff. So that's something to watch out for as you're playing Zerg. I think we got this. There's nothing that's going to hurt us now. We got 3 more Hydras and a Zergling, so let's go ahead and send them up here as well. Just take everything out. Build some more Zergling just for fun. Zergling are fast and efficient. You guys aren't doing anything. Go over here. Go kill. It's your specialty. And we've got Wraith. Can you cloak? You cannot cloak. That's good. Okay. We're gonna need the damn Overlords. And I'll probably just wait here and reconvene everybody. These Zergling are done, that's good. Go ahead and attack move them in case they run into something. And build a couple more Hydras while we're waiting. Regroup our people here. Oh, there's some more stuff over here. Go ahead and go kill that. I do like the fast pace of the Zerg. You can get a lot of stuff really quick. I love Hydras. Hydras are so cool. Mainly because I'm lazy and they can attack air and ground at the same time. So that's something I really like. You guys move up here and scout for me really quick. Is it just that? Is that all? Okay, that's not that bad. It's literally just that starport. Victory! Easy breezy, look at that. You got the cool ass Zerg ending here, just a pile of skulls. Pretty freaking badass if you ask me. So yeah, that is our little intro to the Zerg here. We're crushing some Omega Squadron to begin. And yeah, they as you go along the story campaign, they expect you to know a little bit more each time. So like this time, they didn't tell me about minerals, about Vespene. They didn't tell me, well, I guess there's nothing to tell me about, but they kind of threw the Wraiths and the Goliaths at me immediately. But they're still kind of saying, okay, this is how the Zerg work. So it gets a little bit faster each time by the time you get to the Protoss campaigns. It's like, oh, you need to build the pylons, you need to do this, and they probably throw you right into it immediately. So, fun stuff. It gets quicker and quicker each time. But that's the first episode of the Zerg. So, hopefully you enjoy it. We're deep in the campaign, 9 more missions to go here. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, stay metal!